David Smith is somebody who is truly a leader, and everything that a good leader embodies, that's him.
David Smith is one of the most articulate, visionary leaders that I think we have in this community.
The vision that he has, he's making our community bigger and better with his presence here. And what he's done in bringing all of the medical institutions in the SUNY system together is wonderful. So I have nothing but great things to say about my working experience with him.
When I heard that he was thinking of coming to Syracuse, I was really excited. I know what a great job he did at Texas Tech, and I know what a great doctor he is. I know what a great doctor his wife is, and I really got excited.
He's a visionary. He's an individual who certainly sees into the future and devotes the time, energies, and efforts to try to make what he knows needs to happen.
Boypower proudly recognizes Dr. David Smith as its 2009 Distinguished Citizen Honoree. After serving as Commissioner of the Texas Department of Health, then as the Chancellor of Texas Tech University, Dr. Smith was selected as President of Upstate Medical University in 2006. With a unique combination of both medical and business experience, Dr. Smith is just the kind of leader the hospital and the area needs. A leader with a vision for the future.
I was fortunate enough to be on the Presidential Search Committee, and at the first meeting when he came in as a candidate, there were 17 of us on the committee, and we interviewed him for 2 hours. And after that, we all met together and said, this is our guy. We'll interview other people, but this guy has got what it takes.
I happen to have been the chair of that search committee and was instrumental in certainly recommending him, along with the other members of the committee, to the Chancellor that he be hired. But absolutely, we had a real panel of excellent candidates, and he by far was the one that was most fitted and qualified for this organization.
When the search committee went to find a new leader of Upstate, I think he fit perfectly the kind of individual that we were looking for to lead the largest employer in Central New York and position the university to be at the forefront of so many positive things for this region as we head into the future.
While Dr. Smith isn't originally from the Syracuse area, he did receive his bachelor's degree from Cornell University. He has quickly adopted the area as his home and is committed to doing his part to make Central New York a better place for everyone to live.
I know that he feels like I do about Syracuse. Syracuse is a wonderful, wonderful place to live, raise a family. I believe it's a very, very honest place, a very honest community. And he's the right person to be in that mix, because I know how honest he is, I know how dedicated he is, and I know how he wants to enhance this hospital.
As a leader and in life, Dr. Smith shares many of the same values as the Boy Scouts.
If you reflect back as an old Boy Scout, so to speak, understand certainly many of the credos of the Boy Scouts, and certainly they talked about being kind, courteous, obedient, trustworthy. And certainly I would say then that David possessed all of the qualities of a Boy Scout.
Dr. Smith really embodies, I think, all of the traits that the Boy Scouts look for. He is a wonderful role model for scouting and for all of us. People look to someone like Dr. Smith and you see that he didn't just stumble into where he is. It took a lot of hard work and tenacity, and it's well-deserved, and that kind of role model is perfect for scouting.
I think not only does he embody all of the qualities that you think of when you think of a Boy Scout, and without enumerating those, I'd add a few others, and that is that he's a good listener, he's very inclusive, he's very people-oriented, he's very politically savvy, so he gets the big picture.
Well, I think he has clearly articulated a vision in his role here in the past 3 years in terms of placing the university and the hospital at the cutting edge of advances in medical technologies, for example, but also as he seeks to move the university forward, think he does so not only with the faculty and students in mind, but also very important to him are the patients at University Hospital and his support for the Children's Hospital, which we're so excited about in this community.
People have been talking about the Children's Hospital for quite some time in Central New York, but Dr. Smith has done a great job of seeing that project almost all the way now to its opening.
Health is a large issue in our country today. Everyone needs some kind of help, and it must start out with children. If we can't take care of our children, we can't really take care of anyone. And I know how strong Dave feels and how excited he is about the Golisano Hospital.
David Smith sets a tremendous example. His work ethic, his willingness to be inclusive, his listening skills, and then his putting together a plan and let's take action and get some results.
He is the kind of person that gets things accomplished. He cuts right to the point and asks the direct questions and finds out what steps need to be taken.
And he's not going to do something that's half done. He's going to put together a thorough, comprehensive approach to something, give it its all, bring people together, get a team moving forward, and get the results that you need to have.
The more Dr. Smiths that we could bring to Syracuse, New York, the better Syracuse, New York will be.
All of us who call Central New York home are in many ways so incredibly fortunate in terms of the quality of life that we have here, and certainly we have Dr. David Smith to thank for much of the success of what is happening here in Central New York.
Just as Dr. David Smith is building the future of medical care in upstate New York, the Hiawatha Seaway Council, Boy Scouts of America, is building our future leaders. From camping to first aid, citizenship to computers, the Boy Scouts is the premier youth leadership training program in the world today. Your support tonight will help ensure that the fun, friendship, and learning that is the Boy Scouts will continue far into the future. On behalf of the Hiawatha Seaway Council, please join us in congratulating Dr. David Smith, our 2009 Citizen of the Year honoree.